Alright, so real quick with this splash drone. Don't mind this, I stabbed my hand this morning cutting up a piece of brisket for Toby for again for breakfast, and went to go put the knife back in the sheath and yeah, stabbed myself. But anyway, so this Splash Drone 4, when I first got it, great looking aircraft. I mean, it was a great looking aircraft. I have an iPad, and at the time I had an iPhone 7. The iPad works very well with my DJI drones. The SwellPro does not have any cables that connect to your iPad or your cell phone. It strictly has its own Wi-Fi. And I will tell you, the Wi-Fi is not that strong. At first, excuse me, it's been a great weekend so far, or a great week so far. Anyway, when I started flying the aircraft, the picture would always have lapses in the video, or the picture would also freeze up, the videos would freeze up, and I would end up getting a complete green screen.
And it's not even in the air. As you can see, it's right there, and it's still doing all this. And so let's switch it over. No SD card. Bullshit. Look. Boom. SD card is right there. This thing has not touched water, nothing. And I want to know why I spend all this money to get this. And I've only had it in the air twice today. Probably 5 minutes each.
So I contacted SwellPro. They said switch out your SD card to a U3 style SD card. Well, I was using the SD card that came with the aircraft because I got the fishing drone bundle. Means it comes with 3 batteries, all that. Now you can only charge 1 battery at a time, and your controller and your remote control at one time. But again, only 1 battery. Unlike some of the DJI stuff, you can do 3 batteries, 4 batteries at a time. So I got a hold of Urban Drone. I sent them some videos of what it was doing. I had to send the drone back to Urban Drone, and this is prior to vacation. They in turn flew the aircraft, said, oh yeah, everything's fine, everything's fine. Of course. So they recommended I upgrade my phone. And I'm like, why? Why should I have to? My phone was working fine, wasn't having any problems with my phone. And I had already spent $2,600 on this aircraft. So I was a little irritated about that. So I got a new phone, the iPhone 12. It started to work better. There are still some lapses and some freeze ups in the video and the pictures, which I really do not like. Now the camera system that I have is the 4K camera with the 12 megapixel pictures on a single axis gimbal. They say the drone is waterproof, and I believe that the drone itself is waterproof, but if you're at the beach and you get sand on the aircraft, sand will get inside the gimbal of the camera and it will cause your camera not to operate properly, like go up and down. So that's another big problem with me, because when I'm flying it out, the bait out there, I need to get down to a 90-degree angle and see the bait, see where I'm dropping it. There was a couple times out there that I couldn't even put the camera down because sand was up in the gimbal. I brought it back, flushed it with fresh water, and worked the camera while I was rinsing it, and it finally came out. The remote controller. The remote control is supposed to be waterproof. Now, I haven't really put the remote in the water. I've had it near the water. I've dripped water on it from my bathing suits and stuff, but there's condensation all inside of here. And last night when I was flying, or yesterday when I was flying, I can barely see the screen because of all the condensation. So that's bothering me. When I normally I would use the return to home button, and the aircraft would come back to wherever the remote controller is. Well, I noticed that the aircraft would come back, and wherever you're standing, the aircraft will come down like almost on top of you. And wherever you moved, the aircraft would adjust to it. And that's a problem with me. The aircraft would also land in the return to home mode and flip itself over. That bothered the hell out of me. Because, I mean, this is an expensive drone. So, I didn't use the return to home button anymore. I decided to fly all my baits out and fly the aircraft back. When I'm flying it back and I get to where I need it to go, what I've noticed is when I let go of the joystick, I've got it in GPS mode, so the aircraft's supposed to stop and hover right there. Well, this aircraft comes in, stops, and then just backs up, keeps backing up. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's a result of the condensation in here getting into something. I don't know. That was doing a lot last night, and that really bothers me too. Because I'm a big believer, I don't want nobody around me when I'm operating this aircraft within close proximity. At least 50 feet. So, aircraft comes in, stops, and then backs up and goes away from me. Because I like to bring the aircraft to me when I'm landing. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that problem is, and see if I can get that problem rectified. See if that is what. See if the condensation in here is causing it. And again, I don't know how the condensation got in here. They said this thing's waterproof. So we'll see. I still got 2 or 3 days to fly it. So I know tonight, Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah, so today's Thursday. So I got Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night to fly this thing. So we'll see. The weight wise that the aircraft can load, it says 4.5 pounds, this aircraft picks up those lines and takes them out with zero problem whatsoever. I'm very impressed with that. So, and the payload button, they say you just have to press it and it'll open up. Well, you literally have to press it and hold it down, and then for like 3 seconds, and then it'll open, and then let it go and it'll close. Anyway, so I will do some more reviews on this, and hopefully this will be a great aircraft once they get the kinks knocked out. Oh, and that's another thing. I have no clue how to do a firmware update on the aircraft or nothing. The remote, I had to print out a 52-page owner's manual from the internet, and it's confusing to me, but I'll figure it out. All right, guys. So I'm back home from vacation. I decided that, you know what, I'm going to enjoy my vacation, and I'll do more of a review when I get back home. So while on vacation, when I had the issue with the aircraft coming in GPS mode, and then the aircraft just backs up without touching the controller, I think I found that problem. So when the aircraft would come down in the return to home mode, flip itself over, the props would dig into the sand, and it happened 3 different times. I was able to get the one time on camera, but it happened 2 additional times from that one. So on here, it broke the blade. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm thinking what was happening was the airflow over the prop was causing the aircraft to go backwards. I switched the prop out and didn't have that problem anymore. So it's very important to after each incident that you check your aircraft. For the remote, yeah, well, I flew it a couple more times, and the screen completely went blank on me. I couldn't see nothing on the screen. I'll turn this thing on now, and there is nothing here. No readings, no nothing. There's a black spot right here, and there's a little something right here. It looks like there's still moisture in it, and that's for $2,600 or $2,700 drone. 100% unacceptable. 100% unacceptable. So I'm gonna be making a phone call to Urban Drone and see if they can assist with rectifying this problem. Right now, I'm not flying my aircraft. I need this window. Yes, I can use my phone and have some of the information there on the screen with my phone, but for a $2,700 drone, I want this too. I don't want nothing wrong with my drone. So, and I've had the drone probably 2 months now, if that. So, anyway, guys, I think the only thing right now that's good for this drone, that's a good pro, is it's a good looking aircraft and it flies the bait out without any problems. Everything else is nothing but a problem. I'm real. Oh, another thing with the remote. Be careful of these. Be careful of these because sometimes this thing pops off. Why? Why? Poor design. Poor design. And your remote control is not waterproof. This back here, this little rubber flap, you have to make sure that's sealed every time. And, yeah, I don't. It's a very bad inconvenience. Because you can use this drone not only for fishing, but you can do it for other things. Inspections, photographs, aerial photography. It has that capability. It has the camera systems that can go on it for those capabilities. But until they start fixing this, the drone is useless. At least in my opinion, it's useless. Everything needs to be working flawlessly, in my opinion. So I'll be calling Urban Drone today, and I'll be uploading this video and sending them the link so they can look at this review. And hopefully they can fix this problem. I know I'm gonna have to send it back to them, and they're probably gonna give me some warranty stuff or tell me it's not in warranty, whatever. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But yeah, it's just I'm not happy with this drone, especially for the amount of money that I spent on this drone. I'm not happy with this drone, by no means. All right, guys. Well, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And please hit that bell notification for any new video uploads. And that way you get notified. And I hope you liked the video. And I hope it's helpful. And I really hope SwellPro... I hope they work their kinks out. Because again, they have the ability to have a great aircraft. It's just, they got a lot of kinks to work out. So, alright guys, take care, be safe, see you in a bit.